Good morning. So next topic is reproduction can be of two types, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. What is the difference between asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction? In asexual reproduction, only one parent is involved, and in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. Now, what are the different types of asexual reproduction? These are the different types of asexual reproduction. First one is fission. Example is amoeba or plasmodium. Next type is fragmentation. Example is Spirogyra. Third one is regeneration. Example is Planaria. Next, budding. Example is Hydra. Next is vegetative propagation. Example is Bryophyllum leaf. Next is spore formation, and the example is Rhizopus. So first learn these 6 names and the example of each type of asexual reproduction. Now, what is fission? Fission can be of two types, binary fission and multiple fission. Binary fission, it occurs in the case of amoeba, and multiple fission occurs in the case of plasmodium. What occurs in the case of binary fission? Amoeba, this type of body is there with nucleus. Then at the time of reproduction, the nucleus elongates, the nucleus increases inside, it elongates. In this way, nucleus elongates. Then the constriction appears from both the sides, means curve. This is constriction appears from both the sides and divide the cytoplasm and nucleus into two parts. So from one parent, two offsprings or two daughter cells are formed. This is the example of binary fission. Example is amoeba. In case of plasmodium, this occurs in the under unfavorable conditions. The nucleus divide many times, that is many nuclei are formed. Then around each nucleus some cytoplasm gathers, and so in this way many small daughter cells are formed. Outer is layer of this. When the suitable conditions or favorable conditions occurs, this bursts and all these comes out and grow into the complete new individual. So multiple fission, this is the example of plasmodium. So what is the difference between binary fission and multiple fission? In binary fission, two organisms are formed. In multiple fission, many organisms are formed. It occurs under favorable conditions. Multiple fission occurs under unfavorable conditions. Example of binary fission is amoeba, and example of multiple fission is plasmodium. Now the next is fragmentation. Fragmentation occurs in the case of Spirogyra. This is the diagram of or picture of the Spirogyra. Spirogyra has many cells, that is simple multicellular organism. Spirogyra is a simple multicellular organism, that is many cells are present. In the water, that green color kai, that is known as Spirogyra. At maturity, due to the waves of water, this parent body divides into two or more fragments, and then each fragment grows into a complete new individual. So this is example of fragmentation. First point, this occurs in the case of simple multicellular organisms. Example Spirogyra. At maturity, due to the waves of water, the parent body divides into two or more parts, then each part grows into a complete new individual. So this is a mode of fragmentation, a mode of asexual reproduction in which one parent gives rise to two or more individuals. Now next is regeneration. Regeneration occurs in the case of Planaria. Next is regeneration. It occurs in the case of planaria. Structure is this type of some structure of planaria. First, what is regeneration? Regeneration is the capability to regenerate the lost part or reproduce the lost part. Regeneration is the capability or capacity to produce the lost part. It is maximum in case of planaria. Even hydra shows some power of regeneration. If we cut the body of planaria into 3 parts, then each part, this part will grow this part will form the head and the tail, and this part will form this part. So each part will grow into the complete new individual. Some power of regeneration is present in humans also. We can regenerate our injured part or tissue, skin. At the time of injury, the skin can be regenerated, or some power of regeneration is present in liver also. This is the example of regeneration where specialized cells are present which can reproduce the complete new individual. If we cut the body of planaria into small pieces and then pass through the sieve means chalni, then each part will grow into a new individual. This much high power of regeneration is present in planaria. Next is budding. Example is hydra. This is the diagram of hydra. First, a small bud appears on the body of the hydra. A small bud appears on the body of the hydra. Then these cells divide many times and this bud increases in size. These cells divide many times and the bud increases in size, and then finally detaches. Detaches means remove. It finally detaches from the parent body and falls on the suitable substratum and grows into a complete new individual. So this is the example of budding. In budding, example is hydra. In hydra, small bud appears on the parent body. That bud divides many times and increases in size, and finally detaches from the parent body and falls on the suitable substratum and grows into a complete new individual. This is the example of budding. In vegetative propagation, new plants originate from any other part of the plant other than the sexual part. The sexual part of the plant is the flower. Flower is the sexual part of the plant which contains male and female organ. When the new plants originate other than the flower, that is from root, stem or leaves, new plant originate. That is the case of vegetative propagation. So in vegetative propagation, new plant originate from any other part of the plant other than the flower, that is from root, stem or leaves, the plant originate. Layering and grafting are some types of vegetative propagation. Layering, it occurs in the case of jasmine, and grafting in the case of rose plant. So example is bryophyllum leaf. I will show you the bryophyllum leaf. In this leaf, the new plant originate from that is the bud appears on the notches from the leaf. Notches means at the corners of the leaf. Just see this plant, leaf. The new plant originate from the margins of the leaf. This is the new plant. Have you seen this one? This is the new plant that is originating from the corner of the leaf. After maturity or after some time, it will detach from this part and fall into the soil and grow into the complete new individual. So this is the example of vegetative propagation when new plants originate from root, stem or leaf. That is vegetative propagation. Why the name vegetative? Means from vegetative part of the plant. The plant consists of 2 parts, vegetative that consists of root, stem and leaves, and sexual part consists of flower. Now what are the advantages of vegetative propagation? In the vegetative propagation, it bears flowers and fruit earlier than that produced from seeds. When we grow new plant from seeds, it takes some time, but through vegetative propagation, it is a faster mode of reproduction. Plants which have lost their capacity to produce seeds can be grown by this method. Example is banana. Now, without the seeds, we can grow these plants. Third, next point is all the plants are genetically similar because the same material, somatic cells are used, so they all are genetically similar. This is vegetative propagation.